So yeah, back up in there. Back at the house, and you know what we doing. Since I done started messing with this wrap, I'm wrapping a little bit of everything, man. Wrapping the vet, wrapping components in the Durango. Just trying to get a feel for it. Me wrapping a little bit of everything. So this is what I'm working on right now. So I was gonna paint it, which I painted a couple things in there. My vents, which I'm just go ahead and just redo that good stuff. Because I think this gloss black vinyl looks a little bit better than the paint, because the paint really didn't flash out the way I wanted it to. I mean, it's a gloss black, but it wasn't really giving the shine like I anticipated. So wrapping those things, getting all my chrome wrapped up. So decided to drop some footage, man, just in case y'all wanted a few more ideas for y'all's vehicles, which I'm always looking for extra ideas. So I'm always on YouTube checking out different forums or whatnot to try to get ideas for things that I can do to my vehicle. So figured while I have these door panels out, because I'm actually in the midst of hooking up my other stereo equipment, which I just had the factory amps running to my 6.5s and my 6x9s. So I picked up I've actually had them for a while, but I just hadn't hooked them up. I was actually waiting on the rest of my equipment to get finished. When I say the rest of my equipment to get finished, I was actually getting a box built. So I'm waiting on him to finish that up. I'm dropping that back there in my storage compartment. Just a couple of 8s back there. I need to check with him to see if I'm gonna get a small battery to go back there, because I don't want to do too much damage to, excuse me, that's what I was waiting on, my alternator. For those of y'all who don't know, haven't been checking out previous videos, which if you haven't done so, do so now. Like, comment, and subscribe. I got many more videos I'm about to start pushing out to y'all. But I'm running an 800 watt amp to mids and highs, and then I'm running a 2600 watt amp to the subs that I'm dropping in the back. So 3400 watts all together. You know, not too crazy, but you know, need a little bit, you know, so every now and again you need a little bit of kick off any stereo. Hadn't had any in a little while, and then I'm debating on what it is that I'm gonna put in the vet, which I don't know if I'm gonna go with 110, maybe do a couple of 8s in here as well. But I mean, if you've been in a Corvette, you already know it's a little, I wouldn't say cramped, but the airspace in there, I don't know if I'll need very much in there, being that everything's really gonna be right on top of me, you know what I mean? So really thinking about just doing 110, nice size amp. I think they're 4-inch speakers that they have all the way around, little factory speakers, which are kind of small, which I plan on actually doing some custom work to that as well. Some of the info that I've seen and some of the stuff that I've seen on YouTube, those boxes, or should I say the enclosures that they make factory in the back of the C4 Corvette, they're big enough to house a 6x9, but the way that they built them, they're not deep enough to house them. So one of the guys that I watch, I wish I knew what your name was on YouTube so guys can check you out, but I can't remember your name right now. If you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. You know you're who I'm talking about. But he said how he did his was he got a piece of wood, cut out the diagram for 6x9, and actually bolted that to the top of the housing, which that raises it up maybe about an inch and a half. I think he said about an inch. Raises it up about an inch, so then that way the 6x9 can sit down off in there. So I'll probably put 2 6x9s back in the back Probably that 110 or 2/8. Still trying to decide that, like I said. And then I have the two 4-inch speakers in the doors, which I think I might change those to 6.5. And then I'm trying to debate if I want to put something in the dash itself, which is weird, man. So, Pete. But yeah, there's no speakers in there. So, which is kind of weird, but it's almost kind of like with the bread box over there. Anybody who's owned the C4, or I want to say from 84, I think, to like 89. I think they changed it to 90. Jump in the comments, let me know if I'm mistaken. But as far as my knowledge, I think in those years, we had the bread box over there where they were supposed to put the airbag and never really were forced to put an airbag over there. So again, just something else that they had made room for and never really put in there. So made room for an airbag, decided not to put it in there. And then the 4x6 is in the dash, which they made room for, but there are none there. So the grills are there, but there's nowhere to really put a speaker. Talked to a couple of guys and they said that they were able to fit 4x6s up there. So I may look into that as well. So again, if you're checking out the videos on the channel, I got many videos getting ready to come to you. I just dropped one here not too long ago. Check that one out where I'm wrapping the vet. I'm showing that process, which I'm not done. At this present moment, I've wrapped the quarter panels, the driver door and mirror, third brake light, and the headlights. So what I have left is front and back bumper, hood, and passenger door, as well as the roof. But try to get this done fairly quickly, but with family, regular 9 to 5, trying to chop and edit videos, all of that good stuff. It's a little bit time consuming on top of trying to get my material in. Because at first I didn't know if I was going to do it. I ordered a smaller roll just to see what it would look like on the door, which I'll give y'all a preview. But yeah, man, bring y'all along for the ride. Let y'all check out what I got going and try to get back to dropping, you know, a couple videos a week at minimum, maybe about 2-3 videos. Try to keep y'all in the loop with what it is that I got going on. So this is, but I have yet to do the back door handles. And then again, like I said, I'm wiring up my 800 watt to go on my mids and highs. So I still got that stuff out because I got to run a couple more things, of course, to the Phoenix Automotive Tesla style 12.1 inch screen that I have in there. You know, try to make it feel like the movie theater when we're watching YouTube videos, Netflix, and all that other good stuff when we're on road trips. So drop a little bit more footage, let y'all check out my progress on deleting all my chrome. Need to pull my vents back out, get those wrapped, and then try to figure out what else we gonna wrap in here, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, man, so as always, we're in our favorite place, the garage. So messing with a few of these other accents as far as deleting this chrome and the Durangos. I'm working on my door handles and the trim around those, which is coming out pretty good. Should have got some footage before what the chrome looked like, but if y'all have Durangos or you have chrome trim for that matter, you know what doorknobs and, or should I say door handles and your trim looks like. But give y'all a rundown or a video of everything once I get it put back in. So right now, the only thing I have left to do is really to throw my 2 rear door panels back in. Got all my other wires and all that stuff ran to my 800 watt amp that I'm gonna be running to my mids and highs up this way. Much needed. Big difference in sound quality, of course. But I've been sitting on them for a while, man. I hadn't put them in there because I really didn't feel like having to run the wires, which how I've done it before is just kind of run the wires up to, you know, the unit itself and just run the wires back to my amp. But being that everything was plug and play, of course, with about it for things that I'm going to do in here to the inside, as far as I know. So, vents, deleting all my chrome, all that good stuff should be finished here in the next week or so. With my amps, getting all of that stuff wired up, all my speakers and all that good stuff. So I think I'll be done on the inside. I think the inside will be, or the outside will be pretty much done for a while until I decide to go pick up my rims. Y'all stay tuned for that as well. I've been bouncing back and forth whether or not to go with 22s or 24s, which I think I'm pretty well stuck on 24s because I don't want to, you know, still have a lot of wheel well space, which, I mean, I've seen some people that, you know, have gone with 22s and still had a decent amount of wheel well, or should I say, depending on the tire that they use to kind of fill up their wheel well space. But I just feel like a 24 looks a little bit better than a 22. Just my opinion. But I've seen some setups to where guys have used, or guys and females rather, shall I say, because there's a little bit of both in the couple of forums that I'm in, that you guys' setup's pretty dope. But personally, I think I'm going to go with the 24. So trying to decide if I want to share my thoughts on, or my vision on, what I'm gonna decide to do with my rims. I may wait, so in that way you guys come back and check me out. But like I said, going with a 24, still, you know what I mean, be able to go with a decent sized tire. And I think that'll be it for the outside. Of course, I have my underglow in there. Still plan on getting my wheel lights. Anything else? Underglow, wheel lights. Got my DRLs up front, so all of those, which I normally like to ride with mine blue, especially being that I have a few accents, which the vinyl wrap that I did on my hood that runs up, I plan on redoing that as well. So initially, what I did was got on Amazon, found me a roll, instead of just doing those two pieces, found me a roll on Amazon, some gloss black vinyl wrap on Amazon, and I'm trying to remember what brand it was. Vivid. I think that's pretty much what I've been using. That's what my pearl white is on the vet, as well as the gloss black. Found a roll on Amazon, and I want to say it was maybe 30 bucks, but even then, like I said, paying that 30 bucks, and I'm pretty sure it was maybe even cheaper than that. But it was a 5 foot by, trying to remember how, I think it was a 5 foot by 3 foot, maybe a 5 foot by 5 foot. I have to look that up to double check. But again, it was half the price if I even paid that much for it. Which I'm like, I can do way more than just wrapping the hood. So I'm getting more for my money, you know, more for my money. So going that route, I'd rather go, you know, that angle than to pay for just those two pieces and then end up having to try to figure out something later on. So, man, sometimes, man, you got to improvise and figure out how you're going to do things, how you're going to, one, you know, try to save money, but at the same time, try to find your own avenue and not have your vehicle looking like everybody else's out there. So, next roll that I'm going to have to buy is to, of course, finish wrapping the vet. They only come in 5 foot rolls, 5 foot by whatever, which next roll I probably get, I think it's 5 foot by 60 foot, which I probably won't need that much, especially being that I only have to do the hood, excuse me, the hood, front and back bumpers, and passenger door, and I still got to do my the roof. So, I mean, I'm pretty much done with it, so I don't need a 5 foot by 60 foot roll. But still going to need a little bit because, like I said, with this one little piece that I have left, I think I'm going to try to wrap one of these rims just to see how that would look, see if I want to go that route. But I wanted to get the entire hood wrapped with one piece, but I've seen it done a couple of different ways. One guy's video that I All right, so one dude's video that I watched, and they did kind of like a time lapse with wrapping his C4. They actually did the front fender by itself, laid knifeless tape, and then basically just did each fender by itself, and then did the inside of the hood, you know, with just another piece. Another guy, one of the guys in my Corvette forum, how he did his was he basically ran from one side of the fender to the center of the hood and vice versa to the, you know, center of the hood. And then he had a stripe run up to cover up his seam or whatnot. So trying to decide on which way I want to go, which it may be the latter, which going from fender to center, being that I can't find, or as yet, haven't been able to find, as of yet, been able to find any rolls taller than 5 foot. If I could find a 6 foot by, you know, maybe an 8 foot roll, then I'll be good, you know, because of course, lengthwise, I'll be straight, but I need to find something that is longer than 5 foot. So, but I think that'll do it for tonight and this video. I'll be coming back to y'all with a follow-up video once I get the rest of these vents pulled out, get the rest of this chrome deleted, wrap the rest of these vents, get my door panels back in. So my next video, hopefully, like I said, I can get all of my audio equipment finished, get that thrown in there. That'll be another video, and then I can show y'all the finished product of what my trim looks like, how that turned out. But as always, man, appreciate y'all coming by, checking out the channel. Again, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Like I said, I got plenty more content getting ready to come to y'all. It's falling off just a little bit as versus, you know, some videos ago to where I was putting out 2-3 videos a week between, you know, family life, 9 to 5, and then, you know, weather changing, a little bit of sickness. Y'all know the drill. So, but I plan on coming back, man, and, you know, pushing out 2-3 videos a week and then going up from there, continuing to pump out content, getting with a couple of my partners here in OKC, letting y'all check out their setups. Partner Bezo, him getting his paint on, State of Stezo, checking out the box Chevy, all that good stuff. You know, get out to a couple of these car shows. Got a lot of stuff coming, man. But as always, man, appreciate y'all. Till the next video. Peace.